We're doing a Love Island reading. Jeremiah's energy, Huda's energy. When I started shuffling, I saw the tower already. And listen, we don't need cards to see that this is obviously a tower moment, this whole dynamic, but here we go. How does Jeremiah feel about Huda, truly? Oh, it sucks. Is it too late now to say sorry? 6 of Pentacles. I feel like he takes slight responsibility too. 4 of Wands. Obviously thinking about the home, family, children. 10 of Wands. There's a lot. Okay. He was never going to be able to provide for a family at this phase in his life with the 5 of Pentacles coming out and the 9 of Pentacles. Let's be honest, okay? I'm just going to call it how I see it right now. The 6 of Pentacles landing sideways on top of my intentions can be selfish and the Tower moments card. And there's a child right here too. Him showing was the 5 of Pentacles, her, and looking at her like the 9 of Pentacles, and also the Queen of Swords. The tongue can cut, bitch. The tongue can cut. We know this. The fact that in his mind the Tower moment was the child, the home, like more so her stability. I feel like child isn't as much of an issue is, I don't like that word, a factor, as her financial literacy. I feel like she can provide more for herself, which also can create an imbalance in the relationship, which is why I feel like she may feel subconsciously like she can talk to him the way that she does, and why she feels more disheartened by him showing up, because it's almost like in her mind I can feel, and I want to get into her energy too, I can feel it's like, why are you not showing up for me when I'm all of these things, when I can provide for myself, when I have this and that? Because she's showing up as a 9 of Pentacles, a Virgo energy, someone who creates wealth for themselves, can travel, can do whatever they need to, she handles her own. We've got that covered. Queen of Swords too, I do feel like that's why she aligns with people who can't really give her what she wants out of life, because there's a part of her that's so deeply, clearly afraid of being left and abandoned, that not realizing it, thinking that if she, not even that he's below her standards, but again, this is all subconscious. We're all matched to each other in patterns and things like that. It's like, how can I'm dating down, or like I provide more in the dynamic financially, right? Which isn't everything. I'm just in her energy. So it's like, why aren't you able to give me what I want when I feel like I show out more, or I do more? Like, I feel like I bring more value to this dynamic. That's her perspective. Like, she brings more value, but she keeps aligning with people who don't, because she's afraid of being left, and therefore she keeps still aligning with people who are going to leave, or she perceives them going to leave, which makes her cling on tighter, because that's her dominant belief, is being left. The fear of that too, or even having to compete for her place, and that doesn't even need to be how it is. Let me see, how does she view this? Oh, I'm sick. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, the value. I feel like, why can't I see my value? Why? What is the value in this? How is this valuable for me? I do feel like she's switching gears now. 8 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. She does feel stuck, literally stuck in the same environment, clearly. 10 of Swords, heartbroken. What happened? This feels like it happened before the recoupling. I don't know if we've seen it yet, because I feel like there's this energy of like, wait for people to see. In her mind, she's hoping people can see more of her perspective. She doesn't really know. Okay, let me see. What does she think the public feels? Queen of Wands. That she's a baddie, that she's standing on business and ending something. Death. She might end it with him. 9 of Pentacles. That she's a value, that she's a baddie, which like she is, but it's just you guys. And I do not like how she speaks to people, how she shows up. However, you take a fucking triggered individual, a wounded soul who has been hurt by life and has not healed that. Also, she's 24, okay? Super young. I know people are going to argue that's not that young. It's fucking young, okay? Her frontal lobe hasn't developed yet. Argue the one crash outs were crazier. Also, let me put that out there. She's reacting like she's scorned, okay? And she kind of is. Is it a pattern of attraction? I don't like that she calls people out their name. I don't like how she's showing up. However, how she thinks the public views her is like, she's in her power, she's standing on business, and that she's a baddie. Which, like, okay. What does Jeremiah want to say to her? Or what is Jeremiah's feelings about her? Wow, you are beautiful. They are not you. Okay, he's obviously using other people to get to her. If you let me, I'll take care of you. I'm afraid to get close people reversed. I feel like he's going to try to talk to her sneakily. I definitely feel like this is going to be something where Nick, I do feel like, has intervention because I'm seeing him come to my mind. Speaking life into him, talking life into him, more so being like, if you want her, go get her. Like, stop playing these fucking games. They're both playing... Actually, I don't feel like she's trying to play games. I feel like he's playing games. Because he cares too much about what other people think of him. Why is he moving this way? Why is Jeremiah moving this way? They don't even see their fault in it. It's crazy. Page of Cups. Wouldn't be surprised. I know they can't write anything in there. Queen of Pentacles. I don't like that she emasculates him. I feel like he kind of puts her in... I couldn't imagine being his mother or sister watching this shit. Let me just say that. I was like, if he was my brother, I would lose my fucking mind. Chariot. There's going to be some sort of challenge. He's going to say something in a challenge. He's going to say something or choose her in a challenge, and it's going to throw everyone off. Because I see them going somewhere else, so they're not going to be in the villa. And he's going to I feel like Huda's pissed now, though. I do. I feel. She's always been pissed. Hurricane Huda, you know what I mean? But also at the same time, I feel like, is waking up and realizing, like, what am I fucking doing this for? Like, this is not her first rodeo with dudes like this. That's all I'm going to say. I feel like deep down she has to heal the part of her that brings more value than the person that she's connecting to, thinking that they'll worship her more. What's going to happen between them moving forward? Insecurities. Mentally materialistic. See, this card talks too much about... Also, he could be in it for the money. For the win. Denial of connection. I realize there's something between us, but I do not have the time or capacity to understand it. Everything is too much too soon. I have other things I need to deal with. If you really knew who I was and how I felt, you may not love me anymore. I'm afraid you'll reject me if I show you who I really am. They're just afraid of being rejected. They're trying to overcompensate and show their value too much. And it's egoic. It's 3D. I'm not feeling fulfilled in my life, therefore I'm chasing money and status as a way to increase my self-worth. I also feel I'm not equipped to handle our connection, and I'd rather focus on what I can control. What I will say is, I feel like Jeremiah could financially be in the place. I don't like talking about finances, however, she's coming up. More so the value. I would say the worth and value, like my self-worth value. He is of her caliber, but the way her energy speaks will make anyone feel like they're not enough. Because she feels like they're not. She would emasculate him the more that they were in a relationship. How does she feel about him? I think you are hot. I'm afraid to get close to people still. How does she feel about him? Okay, they're both clearly physically drawn to each other. I don't feel ready. She's going to probably say that. Not now. Yeah. I don't feel... All these cards fell out. You found out something about me. I will be back. I will be back. Okay, I don't want to go into spoiler territory because I feel like people will start coming for me, but you're the reason I keep going. I feel you're unpredictable. I'm spying on you. Oh, we know that. She peeks behind walls and listens, which is crazy and iconic at the same time. Let me know if you want more.